Okay, gonna try to see if this works. This was my way of doing therapy when I was in the Cherokee National Forest, and I have a lot of recordings of just like my morning, what was going on. I really tried to thoroughly document my experience because, like I said, I have, just as a hobby, studied psychology for 15 years. It has always fascinated me how the brain works and everything. And so, in the Cherokee National Forest, I would go for a walk. Like, I was right in the forest every morning on my father's property in Tennessee. And it's what really started to heal me from having all these episodes of mania, because I was going through such severe PTSD that my brain's way of coping was to snap into mania. So I'm going to try to see if this works or not.
Being out in nature, I feel that being out in nature is the ultimate cure for everything, but especially people that are having mental health issues. I feel that most issues that have caused mental health, a lot of it has to do with the way that people are interacting in ways that they never have before in their life. I mean, we're in a period of time where, at least like in our lives, like things should be like a lot easier as far as we have technology and cars and we don't have to work so hard. But I guess that's part of the problem too, is most of us live very like sedative lives, and I've just been like walking and running as much as I can to clear my head. And it was like finally, after having these weeks where I was like couldn't even get out of bed, depressed, and I'm basically being told like, okay, snap out of it. It's like, I wish I could. Like, I've never felt that way in my life. Like, I've never been somebody that like, I didn't even want to go get out of bed to discover what a freaking new day was anymore, because I felt like everything was just like doom and gloom and just getting worse and worse. And finally disconnecting from everything, all social media and people. Like, I miss people, and I definitely miss my friends, and it has its drawbacks where you do get bored. So I've been in the Cherokee National Forest now for quite a few days, and basically the only thing there is to do is, luckily I do have some music because I have a radio, but I don't have like any download music. It's this like old thing from the 90s. But just being able to like sit in nature, and it feels like sitting with God and the way that God meant for things to be. And I feel that the cure for everything God already put on this earth, but we decided that drugs are terrible, but yet manufactured crap that comes from a lab is going to cure us, when it's been known to cause more suicides than ever, cause more cases of psychosis. Most of the medications is like side effect, could cause psychosis, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to be taking this so I don't get psychotic or manic or anything, and you're telling me a possible side effect is that, or even better, that I'm gonna have freaking Parkinson's disease, be fat, never want to get out of bed, and have poor social interactions. I mean, when you look at the side effects of these drugs, you'll be blown away. You'll be like, I think I'd rather fucking be mentally ill than fucking take that weird contagion that some fucking nut job themselves manufactured. I mean, it's like, what in the hell? And then in America, there's like people are so all about, we're taking pills. Like, when you go across the world and you look at the way that they're helping people, it's through therapy and, people just being more understanding and accepting of each other. I love some of my black girlfriends, and especially some of the older ones that, will tell you what it was like back in the day. And, there's several older black women that I've encountered, and they're like, we just called people touched back then. There wasn't all these labels and stigmas on everything, and I feel like that, further exacerbates the problem, because then people are, way less likely, instead of it just being like, okay, hey, let's do some counseling, let's do some coping skills, let's figure this out. It's like there's this huge stigma put on it, and then it's like, the fuck, somebody's going to go play Mad Hatter with my head, and that's exactly what it's like going to the doctors that are dealing with mental health and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, here's all these medicines that'll make you feel better. There's probably about 200 side effects between all of them combined, but, we're going to cure you. We're going to get you on the right path. And it's like, hold on, buddy. That just doesn't sound like what God intended for us to do. And when we follow the Bible and what people did back then to cure themselves, especially Jesus, where, Jesus is fasting and being on the mountaintop, they're just drinking water. It's like they can get their self in check, but in today's society, it's like something happens, or stressful events, traumatic things, because now it's like you have to be to work from 9 to 5, so it takes up your whole freaking day, then you got to try to do stuff with your kids, and then, before you know it, then it's just a restart to tomorrow for more misery of sitting in your desk for at least 8 hours straight dealing with all these stresses, because we have to have all of this crap. I feel so relaxed, like being out in nature, not being around any people. It was boring at first, and it was definitely an adjustment, but it finally, today, it came a period of wow, I can be a normal functioning human being, and just because people pushed me to the breaking point and I had a nervous breakdown, doesn't mean I'm any less than anybody else.
So those were my morning thoughts. It's been months since I've been out in the forest, but it's what ultimately was my cure. And I hope that comes across, because I did a lot of recordings by myself. That might sound narcissistic to some people, but it's therapeutic to me, and it helps saying, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. The pressured speech doesn't have to be in somebody's ear. I don't really have to worry about anybody, if they don't want to listen, then they don't have to listen, but it's a release to me. So it's helped me. And when I see other good bloggers, there's this guy Elliot, and I love listening to him, because it's he's so open and honest about what he goes through and what he experiences. And I feel like the more of us that kind of voice it, because I've said before, in the media, it's people gunning up theaters, it's people shooting up schools, it's there's these extreme examples of mental illness, and then it puts a taboo on everybody. Everybody's afraid, and it's yeah, no wonder they're afraid. And then on the news stations, it's we need to put more awareness to mental illness, and it's no, we need to just start helping people cope and stop making it such a big deal, and stop showing all these examples of this is what mental illness is. And I know that people have suffered ever since Jesus' times and everything with their own ailments. But like I have said many, many times, Stephen Molyneux's mental illness is not a disease. It is a must watch for anybody that is going through mental illness. And what he says is like, it just doesn't fall in what is technically a disease. And not to say that people aren't struggling with their own ailments, but when he brings out his PowerPoints and he starts going through all the financial incentives behind all this, you'll be blown away. So have a good day, everybody.